Do you ever have that feeling or that sense of overwhelm that just you can't put your finger on exactly what it is, or maybe it just feels like everything is overwhelming you? Well, that is something that I used to struggle with, and not to say that I would never get overwhelmed again in my life, but I'm telling you, the difference that I feel now with optimizing my hormones, especially when I started using testosterone, what a difference that has made. And I want to share that with you in hopes to help you. Because again, if you're someone that struggles with that, it is a real thing. And here is a real solution that could help you. Hi everyone, I'm Chris Williams. Welcome back to my channel. And I want to say thank you for being here. And this is such an incredibly important, crucial topic that I feel like a lot of us as women are in the dark about. So I want to bring attention to it as much as I can, because it's been something that has helped me enormously. And I hope that if you're somebody that has struggled with some of the things that I've struggled with, then I really hope that this is going to be a benefit for you. So I'm going to jump in and just talk to you about how important it is for us as women to have testosterone in our bodies and to have it in the way that it optimizes our hormone health. Well, one of the things that I want to point out first before I begin is I believe that there is a lack of education in our traditional healthcare system. I believe that when we go to the doctors and we want to talk about going through menopause or perimenopause, I believe that typically the focus is on estrogen and progesterone. And if you want to talk about testosterone, it seems to get put into this category of low libido. But there is so much more to testosterone, which is what I'm going to focus on today. But the thing is, we need to be our best advocate. So we need to be prepared when we go to the doctor to talk about our hormones. And the reason being is because so much of how we feel, whether it's low energy, fatigue, moodiness, just that overall not feeling like yourself. This has such an important part in that, and we need to know about it, because this is what could change your life as it has changed mine. So number one, the first thing that I want to bring attention to with testosterone is how it improves mental clarity and focus. Now for me, I am a wife and a mom of 4 sons, and we run a couple of businesses, and I've had a lot going on this past year. I lost my mom earlier in the year. I'd also become an empty nester for the first time, and some things had changed in one of my businesses, and completely like having the rug pulled out from under me. And then I recently broke my foot just from a stupid mistake that I made, because I was worried about breaking something that I had stepped on. Just a dumb accident. But anyway, I broke my foot. And all that to say is that as women, we know what it feels like to be overwhelmed, to have like a to-do list of so many things going on that there's just this sense of overwhelm. However, we also know when there is, a lot of stuff going on, but that we shouldn't be overwhelmed over and struggling. And that, a lot of that is due to a lack of low testosterone in our bodies. And as we age, unfortunately, the testosterone that we make in our bodies naturally declines. And so that mood, that energy and vitality that we probably felt in our younger years has begun to change, and definitely declined with not having the testosterone in our bodies balanced, and bringing us back to the sense of where we were, to our best, selves. So that is one thing that testosterone really helps with. Another is our energy level. Now, when I started testosterone, I definitely felt this energy, but it was more of a mental acuity type of energy. I felt like I wanted to get tasks done. I wanted to accomplish things. I just felt like I was ready to get up and tackle the day. I still feel like that, and it's amazing. And I will tell you honestly, there was a period there in my life before I started taking testosterone, just with so many different things going on, where I would wake up and I just didn't feel like I just kind of felt emotionally flat. I mean, I was so grateful. I feel so grateful for my life, but at the same time, I just felt like I wasn't getting excited about things, and I just kind of was like, oh, whatever. And I didn't realize, as my son would say, I didn't know what I didn't know until I know what I know now. And that is what's so important, again, about having your levels, your blood levels checked, and getting your testosterone and your other hormones checked. But this is about how important and how crucial the role is that testosterone plays for women. So it definitely boosts our energy level. It helps with mood and reduces anxiety. And that is another thing that I probably struggled with somewhat, but not as bad as just maybe they're both the same, just being overwhelmed and just having that sense of overwhelmed feeling and not really being able to put my finger on what that was. But testosterone, again, helps with just giving us that clarity and reducing that anxiety. And it influences the production of serotonin and other neurotransmitters in the brain, which are linked to mood regulation. Low levels of testosterone could lead to the mood swings and irritability that we can face as women, with our hormones being imbalanced. And by balancing these testosterone levels, women often experience a more stable mood and a reduction in anxiety, making it easier to handle the challenges that can come our way. And that is definitely something I have seen a huge difference on for me, again, with that sense of overwhelmed and just being kind of, just not feeling very excited, I guess. And the other thing that I want to move into is how it does increase that excitement, that motivation and drive that we probably maybe felt in our younger years and have just kind of lost steam through the years. And that a lot of that too can be with all the changes that we go through as women in our lives when we get to this season. What's so crazy is many of us, once we reach our 40s, 50s, and 60s and beyond, we literally can look back at so much of our life or a section of our life and feel like we lived a lifetime in that season. And then coming to another season of life just kind of drains our energy and our motivation. And that's what it feels like, when all the while, a lot of it is the fact that our testosterone levels are low. Again, this is why it is so important to get the blood work done and to get this checked, because it can definitely improve your drive and motivation. And I'm living proof of that. Another thing that is so important about testosterone is our sleep quality and how it improves our sleep. And how it does this is, again, hormonal imbalance can cause us to not sleep or to have a very poor quality level of sleep. And when it's optimized, our hormones, it allows us to have restorative rest. And that enhances the ability to cope with the daily stresses, leaving us feeling more balanced and less overwhelmed. Ladies, we need our sleep. And the last thing I want to share is how important testosterone is for us for our physical endurance. Now, there is something to be said about feeling physically stronger and being more confident. I noticed that since I've started taking testosterone, I have definitely felt physically better and definitely felt more confident. And my looks really haven't changed, but I have definitely, to make me feel more confident, and what I'm trying to say is, I just feel this confidence, and I totally attribute that to just the role, again, of just having hormones balanced and having that testosterone, taking that and just bringing me back to feeling my best again and feeling great. And as women, we need that. There are so many different hats that we wear and so many different roles that we can play, that we've got going on in our lives. And it's important that we face each one of those and every day with confidence, energy, vitality, a great mood, great health. And there really is no better gift than the gift of great health. And once we have that, there are so many things that we can go do, so many more things that we can go do in our lives. And as I've mentioned, as we get older, rather than where I hear a lot of women feel like that they are just, feeling that they don't have a purpose or they don't have something to work toward, or they're just kind of at a different place in life where they don't feel like they want to do much of anything. I believe, again, a lot of that has to do with the fact that our testosterone is low, hormones are unbalanced, and we can fix that. So the next time that you go to your doctors, or if you decide that you want to go see a hormone specialist, you can find out about your testosterone levels. And unfortunately, if you go to a traditional doctor, you have to, almost in all cases, ask for them to check your testosterone levels. Again, I mentioned that progesterone and estrogen are typically the focus when we go to a traditional doctor, but if you go to a hormone specialist, this is something that they specialize in, and they're ready to help you in all capacities. The thing that I use with testosterone, there are different things. I hear about the pellets, the patches, there are injections, but the application that I like the most is the cream, the topical application. I put it on my wrist every day, and it was made in a compound pharmacy for me, and I feel amazing, and I want you to feel amazing. So if you're struggling with being overwhelmed and you know that this is not where you should be as a woman, then I hope that you will take heart and do the things that you need to do. Get the hormones checked, get your blood work done, and get your hormone levels checked. And if you're not sure how or where to begin or what to do and feel kind of overwhelmed about that and a little bit over your head and trying to figure out which way to go, I encourage you to book a time with me and let me talk with you about that. And we'll talk through how you're feeling and what's going on, and what I did to alleviate the issues that I struggled with and didn't really even know. See, I thought I was feeling good, but oh boy, when you get that blood work done and you get your hormones optimized, you are going to be amazed at just how important, how great it feels to have happy hormones and balanced hormones. So if this was a help to you in any way, I hope that you'll like and subscribe. And I hope that if you've been somebody who's already done your blood work and had your hormones optimized and you're feeling great, I would love to hear in what capacity that they have helped you or testosterone has helped you with. I love meeting women and talking to women who have been on testosterone therapy and optimizing their hormones. They're just as excited and motivated as I am, and that's just such a great feeling. I want you to be in that place as well. So I hope this was a help. I hope that you will stay tuned for the next video, and I hope you have an amazing day. God bless.